Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new series and episodes that we are starting over here at EEG. It's going to be interesting one. It's called Life of an Amateur. And basically, this is all about life of amateurs. For example, right now we are joined by Vikul.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing?
You guys pretty much should know this name. If not, he'll give you some detail of exactly who he is. But before we jump into it, I will explain exactly what this series is going to be about. So, the life of an amateur, we are going to be going across the board of the amateur scene and picking out players and casters and owners, streamers, all the good stuff that have had great successes and successes to come. And we're going to be talking to those guys about how they got into gaming, their future plans, like what's going on with them right now, and of course other stuff across the board depending on their area or field of expertise. But to kick things off, we will be joined by Vikul, as I just said, and this is a man that you guys should all know. But in case you don't know, Vikul, just explain to the chat exactly who you are.
Well, to start off, I want to say that I'm a Spanish player because there's a lot of UK viewers here. So I form part of the Spanish community. I'm at the moment top of the amateur scene, and yeah, I suppose that's a brief introduction of me. I play for I play for Pushing Gaming, and yeah, I don't know.
You also, I mean, previously you was on Black Claw. I think that's where a lot of people might know you from as well.
Yeah, I was in. I formed part of Black Claw. We won Malta 3.0, and my teammates, the same teammates that won Malta 3.0 with me, won Malta 2.0. So I suppose, yeah, some people might know me because of that. And obviously, we've always been not winning, but like top 3, top 4 in every EEG online, and top 2 maybe sometimes. Yeah, basically that. And obviously top in Spain.
I had to just get that one out there real quick.
Yeah.
The shocking thing as well, I think what people don't realize about it, I didn't actually realize just up until before we started this, is you're actually 16. I thought you was already 17 going to 18.
No, that's only it's sort of Eric and Ranker like 17. Then it's me and Real. We're 16 each. But I'm soon gonna be 17, so hopefully next year something comes up for me when I'm 18 and I can continue on this road, you know.
I mean, I suppose that's the hope. And when are you 17?
I'm 17 on the 4th of April.
Fourth episode, guys. If you haven't booked your Malta tickets already, Vic throwing a big party over in Malta for his birthday. So
Yeah, after the event for sure. We're going to San
after he wins another one.
We're going to San Julian after the event.
Now, to start off with you, and of course, how you got into gaming and how you found yourself in Call of Duty. So, what was it that got you into gaming to just ever kick things off?
Well, obviously, like most of the people, I have an older brother. So, obviously, as soon as I started like growing and things, you know, he brought friends to play on PS3, PS2, Call of Duty 1, and I was like 4 or 5 at that time. And as soon as, you know, you start grabbing the controller, try and be good, but yeah, it just came from that. Started playing Black Ops 2 and PS3 when I was like around 7, 8. My dad used to come. My dad used to come with a new Call of Duty every time it came out the first day, and yeah, it just built up from there. And yeah, that's all. Little by little, I improved, and I'm
Yeah.
here now.
So, is Call of Duty like the only game? Is that the first game that got you into gaming?
Yeah, sort of. We're like my family base is like my brother and me. It's always been Call of Duty, you know, and obviously like probably every child, a bit of Minecraft as well, but yeah, majority Call of Duty for sure.
Is there any like side games that you play?
Um, Not really. Fortnite maybe, but nah, not really.
Just
Call of
100
Duty.
100% just going hard on Call of Duty.
Yeah. Anyways, like I'm studying IB. I don't know if you guys know what it is. Like it's sort of similar to A levels but more difficult. So like yeah, I don't have a lot of time to
Yeah.
be wasting on other games, you know.
What is it you're actually studying?
Sorry.
What is it you're studying?
I'm doing international baccalaureate or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's IB. It's called IB.
Okay, I get you. So that, I mean, apart from Call of Duty, that takes up most of your time as well. Then.
Yeah, basically, and also I have a girlfriend, so it takes
Look at
more
that smile.
time.
So, what first Call of Duty was it when you first picked up the sticks?
Probably Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Code 4. Yeah. And but like as soon as I started competing, it was like Advanced Warfare, I think. Like I started in Ghosts, I started like playing so much. I
Yeah,
got so good, and at start of AW, I got to know a guy playing pubs that play competitive, and he sort of brought me to this world. And just little by little, I started playing on with different teams, MLG,
yeah,
like typical things. There was like LVP in that time, where there was like rankings, gold, silver, and bronze, and I went up to gold. I was first in that ranking, and yeah, you go up and up, and then as soon as Black Ops 3 came, like I got so used to the game from the start, um, that like I was like 12 years old by then, and suddenly I don't know how, like I was so good, like literally so good at that game, and I was jumping from team to team, and
yeah.
every time each team was better and better, until
Hmm.
I got to a point where I there was like two leagues in Spain by then. It was LVP and Social Nat. LVP was 14 plus, but Social Nat was like the other pro league that was every people from all ages were allowed to play, and luckily I got picked up by one of the teams, and that's like my first experience with really good teams. Like I played against Heretics, On a Journey, Lucky,
Yeah.
and Pavlovskis, and other like really good teams in Spain, and that's like sort of how I came to now. And yeah, but basically like everyone says Black Ops 3, that was my game, like,
Hmm.
and I was so good that it just came out like that. And then Infinite Warfare, and Infinite Warfare, I joined the kids, Rancor and Eric, and we just like played together so much. We got better together, and that's where we're here now.
Awesome. What sort of game? Well, what sort of Call of Duty would you say that you stopped and thought like you can do this and you are like exceptionally good at this? Would you say Black
Uh,
Ops 3 or a bit before?
yeah, that was Black Ops 3. Like Black Ops 2 was the game I was like the best at, but
Hmm.
many people, like as soon as IW came, it was like Eric and Rancor, that was their game. Like it was their game.
Yeah.
And obviously like I was with Maxed as well. It was Eric, Rancor, Maxed, and me. And obviously like they started the game like so good. The same way I started Black Ops 3, they started IW the same way. So like I sort of took the role of anchor, like more
Hmm.
slow pace
Yeah.
game. And as soon as I took that role, like people thought that I was such a slow paced player that World War II, when it came out, people thought that I was going to be so good. And same with Black Ops 4, and same with Modern Warfare. But yeah, I think I can say that my best game was Black Ops 3 by far.
Okay. Now, you talked about Renkor and Eric. They're names that I know very well, and I'm pretty sure most of this scene should do as well, especially Renkor and Eric just being the recent MVP of Malta. So, have you been with them since IW and moving forward?
No, no. It's sort of been like ups and downs,
Hmm.
I'm gonna explain you a bit. Like in
Yeah.
IW, I was about to turn 14, and I was like ready to play LVP. LVP was like top at that time. Like if you didn't play that, you were no one in Spain. So you had to play that to be good. But I couldn't play it because I was 13. I had no age.
Yeah.
And suddenly, and Renker and Eric were like 14, about to turn 15. So they could play it as well. We were ready to play it, and suddenly, at 20th of January, they changed the rule to 16 plus from nowhere.
Oh.
So like they fucked me up. They fucked Eric and Renker as well. So like I don't know if you guys know him, Bernat. Um
I don't think I've heard of him.
Well, yeah, he's like sort of a manager from the scene. He talked to me. He knew me from Black Ops 3. He knew Eric and Renko very well, from GA. You know, you remember the org.
Yeah.
And he got us together. He brought Maxit in as well because he was really good, and we formed like a kids team that was like so good. It was so good, but at the same times we were 14 and 15. Like we were kids, like literally kids.
Yeah.
And Renker, Eric, and me managed to stay together, but Max said like we had some problems with him. We decided to drop him. And we got a new player. His name was Joel. He's not in the scene anymore. And like it was a kids team. Like we played 24/7, and playing 24/7 we're so good. I literally
Hmm.
think we were like uh top 3 in Spain, like counting all the pro teams. And we were so good. And suddenly we stuck together. It was all perfect. And World War Two came out. Um, and suddenly we I think it was Eric, Alphon, you guys know,
Yeah.
Renker and myself, and we were a moment that we were really good. But suddenly Renker like got a girlfriend, you know, and he preferred to spend time with her. Alphon and Eric weren't really like working hard or anything. And that's the time when we went to two SFCOs. We got top 2 in both. We lost to Idra and the French boys. And yeah, obviously like I had like fights with them every day because I used to come in, play 6 hours a day, and not like I had to play EEG. I had to play Val with like literally pickups. Like
Yeah.
I had to take like English players, like Callum. I don't know if you know him, remember him.
I'm not
And some
sure.
friends and literally put them on Renker, Eric's, and Max's accounts, no, and Alpha accounts, and play with them. And I'm like one, and I got there was one moment, and that I said, listen, boys, like I'm tired. I'm the only one putting the work in. I'm the only one doing everything, and suddenly next day I'm dropped from the team. Like no fucking reason. I still nowadays I don't understand. I got dropped from the team, and listen, and that, to be honest, I don't really mind because the best player for me, the best player in Spain has Buller came out. They got Buller, and Buller just changed that team. Like Buller, it went from south to north. Like Buller came in. I'm the fucking boss here. You're doing whatever I want. And they won the 3 Spanish events together. Buller, Alpha, and Eric and Rancor. Um, and yeah, they won. And obviously, um, I mean, I have nothing to say. I got like top 2, top 3 in those events. And yeah, World War Two finished like that. And suddenly, Black Ops 4. And well, Buller and me didn't have a very good relationship by that time because obviously as soon as I was dropped, I talked shit. Obviously, like anyone would do.
Yeah.
I didn't deserve it, and I felt like talking shit. And obviously, me and Buller didn't have the best relationship.
Hmm.
And suddenly, Black Ops 4 came out. And in World War Two, Eric was better than Rancor. Eric was used to being better than Rancor, and it was Eric, 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 Eric. And as soon as Black Ops 4 came out, Rancor was better than Eric.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a bit, I don't want to say like saying like they're rad kids or anything, but they have like in they behave in a way, they have an ego, you know. Both of
Hmm.
them are really good. Like both of the so many people have talked about them that at the end of the day both of them have ego in some parts of the like uh maybe, you know, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And as soon as Black Ops 4 came out, Renko was like at another level. He was so much better than Eric. Like he played so many more hours than Eric, and he was so good. And it was at that time it was Eric, Eric Rancor, Buller, Alphon, and Burn. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
And then there was Pushing Gaming, that it was me, Real, um, Humfrix, Ninjaso, and Maxit. So it was like 2 really good teams. And it was like the old GA and a new team came out, and the old GA were so used to winning that they didn't put the hard work in at the start of the game, at the start of Black Ops 4. It was only Rancor. It was Rancor, Rancor. Like if Rancor didn't have a good map, they would lose. And it was
Mm-hmm.
my team. Like my team was putting the hard work in. Like we were literally studying them. Um, and we won the first Spanish tournament against them in the finals. And I think they like burst, and Eric like couldn't stand Rancor. Like they hated each other, and obviously like Rancor was putting hard work in, and the team decided to drop Eric. Well, no, they didn't drop Eric at that time. You know, Legend.
Yeah, I think so.
Legend, he got dropped from Giants, and Legend obviously wanted to compete. And
Yeah.
he talked to Eric, let's make a team, blah blah blah. And obviously Eric, if Legend talks to him, Legend is a legend in Spain, like he is. So
Yeah.
so he was like so surprised. Yeah, I want to join this team, and he left that team. He left Rancor and Co. Um, and then Legend went into coach to Heretics, so there was no team. No, that team didn't exist. So suddenly, as Eric left, obviously I was the best from the other team. Like I was playing so good with a sub. I was really good
Mm-hmm.
at the start of the game. So they got me. They talked to me, and obviously like it's Rancor, like, and it's Buller. Like Buller, I thought Buller like was the best. Like I'm a fan of Buller, and
Yeah.
I can say it out loud if I don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I joined the team, and yeah, everything started going so well. Like we were better than the pushing, like the pushing got Eric in the end because Eric didn't join Legend's team because Legend went to
Yeah.
coach Heretics. So it was basically a swap, me to the GA team and Eric to the pushing team.
Yeah.
And yeah, like they were pushing was really good, but they started to have problems. Like I don't know what sort of problems, but I've got told, So like it was me and Rancor, and yeah, like Burn started to get a job, and it was Burn Alf. No, it wasn't Alphon. Who was it? Tappy. It was Tappy. Alphon got dropped as well at the same time for Tappy because Alphon was like, as soon as World War Two ended, he didn't want to play. Like he
Yeah.
literally didn't want to play. And Buller hates that. Like Buller like hates that. So they got Tappy as well. So it was Tappy. It was Tapi Buller, Rancor, Burn, and me. It was a great team, and we were started playing like we were better than the other team by far. And suddenly, Burn gets a job, and he couldn't play. Like he couldn't play in the afternoons. And Real started Real started being like at Rancor's level. He was being so good with us up. So we decided to get him, and that's when pushing like exploded. Pushing
Mm-hmm.
exploded because imagine they got robbed the two best players like me and Rel. They got robbed them, and we went to the GA team. And yeah, that's when Real joined the team, and that's when they went to Malta 2.0 with Black Claw. We were Black Claw at that time. We got like top three in ESPU. We lost against Dylan and company in the finals of AEG.
Yeah.
So we were a great team at that time. We were putting results in. We were putting like so much work into the game, and yeah. So we we just finished the game. Malta 2.0. I couldn't go because of GCSEs. I had exams on Monday, so I couldn't go.
Who was
But
it that filled in for you?
it was Burn.
Thought so.
Burn. Yeah. And yeah, as soon as yeah, it went like that, and then like Rancor and Eric like hated each other. Uh, like literally, they hated each other, and mm, yeah, it's been like that. And suddenly, Black Ops 4 game police came out, and obviously it was game police. We won because we were much better than pushing,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. So that's basically like how the kids work. And now, like at the start of Modern Warfare, Buller went to that 18 plus team. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
18 plus, and therefore we like the four kids came together with Maxid, and that's when we went to Malta 3.0. But like we didn't like Maxid a lot. Like his play style, he's really good, but he like looks for kills too much,
Mm-hmm.
and we just didn't like him. Our relationship with him wasn't the best. Um, so yeah, like about like Eric and Rancor, it's always been like ups and downs, you know. But yeah, now we're together, we're fine, and yeah, I think it's really good now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, even just looking at the fact of EEG Mortal 3.0 and then obviously EEG Season One online, you guys pretty much dominated the online. I think every match was a 3-0, possibly was it? Apart from the finals.
Three O's and 3-1s. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, to be honest, like I don't even give it that much credit. Okay, yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of teams, but like, to be honest, there's no Fusions, there's no Gizmos, there's no
Yeah.
Hennessy's anymore. It's like all the good players that used to play are like literally left. Obviously now because there's so many CDL events, they can't even play the AM tournaments. Like, you
Hmm.
know what I mean? So obviously it's good to win. It's good to win the money. It's good to win everything. But I don't know. You know, it's not. It doesn't feel as good as winning in other games because in other games in World War Two was Gizmo, in Black Ops 4 Fusions. You know,
Yeah.
all the Furious as well. All these teams that like of English players were as good or better than us and we couldn't beat and it was host wars and we insulted each other. You know, I miss that, but whatever.
Hmm. A quick thing to you guys in the chat as well. We will be taking questions for Vikul as well in the chat, but obviously keep them relevant to his Call of Duty life and PG, of course. But if you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them in, and we'll reel a few off as we go through it. So don't get too upset if I don't pick it up. So apologies for that. But so going off Mortar 3.0, I just want to talk about that a little bit because the one thing that always stands out for me, and I think it will always be in my mind as a caster as well, is when you turn around and you said you've got Piccadilly S&D, and that was just the one map you never ever played.
Uh, like we're AMS at the end, you know, like
Yeah.
our team was so broken, like literally it was completely broken. Like we didn't even go with 1 day of practice to the event. Like with
I
like it
remember you
was
saying.
broken. It was broken. We had fights. Like we couldn't even stand each other. We just insulted each other. Like we were like BS. We were bullshit. To be like, sorry for saying the word, but and and if we didn't even put the work in hardpoint, like literally, I was playing S&D all day. I was playing with Mobo, with Vapuler. Like I was top in the S&D scene. Like at the start, I was like, I always tell Ruben, when I paid the AEG, this is paid by Rafi. You know, this is paid
Mm.
by Rafi in his chow, and so like, so like, yeah, like we were so broken and Piccadilly. What the fuck is Piccadilly? I didn't even know the map. Like I don't even know the callouts. Like what the fuck is that? That's a map
Oh my god.
that's for over 18s, you know. And CMG, you know, CMG for
Yeah.
wagers. There wasn't Piccadilly, so I had no fucking idea. And Asir Cave either S&D. So like we go to the event. We go to the event and we were like ban Piccadilly or ban Asir Cave. And we're like, bam, Piccadilly, like we don't even know the callouts. Like that's fucking shit. As you cave, at least you're playing in the hardpoint, you know. And so, yeah, we got completely fucked. Like
Yeah.
against Electrify, I think. Um,
Yeah. Ninja So and Co.
yeah, Ninja Sun Co. Like we lost after cave like 6-1 or some shit like that. And obviously, because we had no idea how to play, and they played 2Ks, they played everything, you know.
Hmm.
So like I like don't even ask me. I don't even know how we won that event, but yeah. We managed to come up on top. And
I mean, I think it says a lot about your skill individually and as a
yeah,
team at that level to perform. Of course, if you have no practice going into the event at the start of a new game as well, the first sort of LAN event we have seen for Modern Warfare, you come in and you compared to your season one, I wouldn't say you smashed it. You had very close games at Malta, given that you didn't have practice.
yeah,
But like from your performance from Malta to obviously now your season one, you can completely tell the difference in obviously your team's play style as well. And Eric getting MVP, I think that's the first time I've really highlighted Eric as a player, as a caster as well, and really noticed him stand out on the team.
uh, yeah. Like Eric, it's sort of in games, you know.
Hmm.
Um, I suppose in World War Two he was amazing. Like in World War Two he was considered the best
Yeah.
of the best. But and in IW, I think it was Rancor. Rancor was better, but Eric was like really good as well. But as soon as like as soon as Black Ops 4 came out, and that's sort of when the Spanish scene gave a jump to the European scene, and that's when like
Yeah,
we started playing the tournaments. We started like playing seriously because in World War Two we were getting top 32 because we couldn't care less, you know. Uh, but in Black Ops 4 it was the game where we made a jump to the AM scene of Europe, and like Eric, Black Ops 4 was a complete fail for him. Um, so yeah, it was completely awful for him. It went so bad, and he wasn't as recognized as it was Rancor, and obviously he was in the team. He wasn't in the winning team. He was in the team that was losing. So
yeah,
obviously, when you're in the team that is losing, you're not as recognized. Um, so obviously this game, he's putting the hard work in. He's amazing. Like
hmm
he's so good. Um, but like yeah, now it's I I think this game is one of my best games from the past years. So like now it's like five bombs together, you know? Well, four
yeah,
bombs together, and then there's like I have to say Method is no longer with us. I'm not gonna say who we got for him instead.
yeah. Of
He
course.
wants to he wants to retire. You know, he's in Heretics at the end. The like he has other plans with the with the org, so he left the our team. But like it's four bombs. It's Real, Eric, Rancor, and myself. Like
hmm
just imagine that in Black Ops 4. Imagine that.
Yeah,
Imagine that team in Black Ops 4. Like I don't think the Gizmos, the Genesis would beat us in that game. But like yeah, it's just transitioning into Modern Warfare and just working hard and getting the chips. You know.
yeah. I completely understand that. At the age of 16, for this chat and stream, just let them know how many land wins you have. And actually, let me know. I'm not sure.
I have my first one was Barcelona Games World in IW.
hmm
My second one was CTP LAN in Black Ops 4, because in World War Two I didn't win anything. In World War Two I
Yeah,
think I got like four top twos.
yeah,
I got two top twos in SFCOs, two top twos in Spanish events, and one top three I think. So that was completely awful. World War Two was I have
yeah.
to forget that. And in Black Ops 4 I won CTP, one of the CTP lands at this like in
hmm
April, and one CTP, and I won then Gamepolis, and I won the CTP finals. So I think I've won like four or five.
Yeah.
Um, but like I have to mention like Rancor, I think he has like 10, like 9 or 10, and he's
Jesus.
17. He's 17. Eric, I think he has 7 or 8 as well. But yeah, like they're so good. They're like we're so good.
Yeah.
We're so good together that it's really good.
I mean, that's one thing that we always highlight as well, Brody and George as well, me, when we cast you. It's the fact that as a team, you're so dominant, and individually as well, your play styles and your gun skill is just impeccable. Like, you can't fault it. Like, you guys really are on form. And as you said, at the age of 16, you have six, including Mortar. I counted in five then, but including Mortar as well, the 3.0, you have six land wins as well. And
I think
obviously,
no, I have five
did
with
you?
Malta.
Oh, was it five with
Yeah,
Mortar?
five.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
and
obviously
six
with
with Malta
teammates as
4.0.
well. That's your prediction right there.
Obviously. What else am I gonna predict?
I think we're getting sick of casting you in, to be honest.
It's like what are we supposed to do? Like if we win without like if we win with no practice, imagine with practice.
Well, we're just
Like
seeing you
I'm
practicing the online seasons,
yeah. Like
so
yeah, basically.
it's definitely a scarier roster to look at. And obviously, going into Malta 4.0, well, chat heard it here first. There's your prediction that you are going to win that event as well.
Go for it.
If that's your prediction, I want a prediction of who's going to be the MVP of your team for Malta.
Um to be honest, it's gonna be me. Like I didn't have the best event in Malta, but like I'm a sub now and I'm playing very good right now.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like Black Ops 4. Like I hate it because NGL, you know, the Spanish league.
hmm
Um, they looked at it was the previous two games. they looked it was so much Renko and Eric, so much Renko and Eric, so much Renko and Eric. And yes, obviously Renko and Eric were better than me. Like doesn't matter. I can say it, they were better than me. And it's got to this game, and like I'm actually like I think for once I'm at their level. Like I'm at their
Yeah.
level, or sometimes even better than them. And
Hmm.
like I get no sort of recognition. I get I get no sort of recognition for like from the casters. And I tweeted the other day. I think Brody answered me like uh like AEG, at least they're a bit more of like a team wise, but like it's so like I hate it so much because it's not fair. For once I'm being good, I'm at their
Yeah.
level, but like the other day, I think I got like 12 kills in an SND. There's not even 1 second in the whole SND that my camera comes out. Like no, like Eric Rancor all the time, and obviously Method joins the team, and obviously it's Method, Eric, and Rancor. Method, Eric, and Rancor. And there's no like, what about me? What about Real?
Yeah.
And yeah, but I think this is the game where I think I'm at their level. Like, okay, I can recognize in Black Ops 4 and World War 2 they were better than me, but not this time. Like, I don't feel this game they're better than me. And anyways, like people
Yeah.
just like don't see me. Like they think I'm not there. But yeah.
Buffers. Oh my god, it's EG's best admin. Well, we recognise you because you are EG's best admin, as said from Georgia Brody and myself. So going into Modern Warfare now, do you feel like you've got something to prove? Then, would you say, or
I think like
more to
Hardpoint.
get your name out there?
Yes, like I haven't, like, to be honest, I have nothing to prove to anyone. Like
Hmm.
you can talk to any player in the top Spanish scene, and you can ask them about me, and they'll say like he's not the player that stands out, but he's the player that's always there when he's needed.
Yeah.
Um, and at the end of the day, yeah, it's good to stand out, but if you fail in important moments, you're not good. Like you're not the best player. So I feel like I'm sort of more of like um a player that doesn't stand out but still like really really good.
Yeah.
And I think right now in my team, hardpoint and domination, obviously we're all good, but an S&D, like I'm much better than the rest.
Hmm.
Like no offense to them, like they're good as well. They're so good as well. But I think like I'm much better than them. So I'm gonna try and work hard and get better at everything, and just try and be the best, try and make my team win, and yeah, that's all.
Never mind. So with the current team situation now, obviously you can't say who your fifth is, and we understand
No,
that.
I can't say
Yeah,
that.
no, we want you to anyway, so we understand that. So moving forward with this team and whoever your fifth will be, what's like the next steps for you guys? Is it to continue with the online leagues, just the EG Maltas, etc., until obviously you guys turn to the age?
I literally We started this game. We were talking to each other, like it was Renko Real, Eric, and me. We had a meeting. We said, listen, we might have ups and downs. We haven't liked each other for the past years,
Hmm.
you know. But if we're together, if we're not like very toxic to each other, and just get a fifth that can shoot, that knows how to press L2 and R2,
Yeah,
that's all. Like we're gonna win. Like if we put the work in, we're gonna win everything. It's just like in Spain at the moment. Like I'm sorry to say, if there's any Spanish viewers, like no one is at our level. Like only only the over 18 team, but like only Buller and Jaco and all of them, obviously. But
yeah.
like outside of them, there's no team that can reach us. And I say that. And we came into this year thinking we're gonna win everything. Like we're gonna put the work in to win everything. Like you don't understand how much I hated going into money tens last year, the year before,
Yeah,
and get Gizmo with his big fat ego, and telling me you've never won an online league, you're fucking bullshit. Like he got obviously he got bullshitted online. He's shit, and
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I hate that guy, and
I
yeah,
can
so
tell.
like I hated it so much when I got told you haven't won any online leagues, and I'm like, uh, yeah, but like it's not fair because we don't put the same work you guys do, you know. So like we came into this saying we're gonna win all the EEGs, we're gonna win all
Yeah.
the Maltas, we're gonna win all the Spanish leagues, and we're gonna win Vals. Like that we're gonna put the work we're gonna put the work in this time, and I think at the moment we're doing really good. So I hope like
Yeah.
I hope it comes out as a good year.
I mean, so practically that anything you guys can get your hands on now, like online leagues, the lands that you guys can attend with age, you just that's just your whole plan for Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I respect it, man. And moving forward, obviously, for you, like what the plans you have for future, you mentioned you touched upon it at the start about obviously when you do turn 18, you would love to continue this and continue this as like a sort of job and a full time profession. Do you feel that at your age now and what you've won already, that you are recognised at when you turn 18 that you can do that already, or do you think there's more work to put in?
Um, Obviously, my English, you can just listen to me, you know. That's gonna be a key thing to coming into being 18. But to be
Hmm.
honest, like I've told Ranker a few times. I've told Real like I'm a good student, you know. My studies are really well, go really well as well, and obviously I've got parents that like have been successful in life. Like, and I can just
Yeah,
say that. And obviously they don't like this. They don't like me. They think this is wasting my time. And obviously I win, you know, some money, and I make some money from this. But they've teach me from very small that this is not the path to go.
hmm,
And obviously my parents can give me opportunities that other players don't have. Like I
yeah,
can I'm probably gonna go to study to the US when I'm 18 to uni, and that's an opportunity that I'm sorry to say this, Rancor or Eric won't get, you know. And
yeah,
it's a unique opportunity to be successful in life, and you know, but obviously I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try and give it a shot. Next year it's gonna be difficult to compete because Eric and Rancor are gonna be 18, and it's sort of gonna be me and Real trying to find three other players and follow the year. But you know, like at the moment, I really, really would love to continue this on this path, but I don't think it's a path to go. And it's sad to say, but I mean, next year I'm not sure if I'm gonna compete. But also it's more of the what the Spanish players do, because obviously
yeah,
Met, all Luki, Metal, Journey, Socri, all of them I have a great relationship with them, and obviously they're at the CDL. So if it comes up that they want me when I'm 18, like they really want to play with me, obviously I'm gonna try and give it a shot. Like I don't lose anything. I
yeah.
want to try and play at the same time as I study in uni. You know. But yeah, like my goal, I really wish that you know, I think it's apathy or
Hmm.
slasher. I think a slasher has a robotic engineering and he's world champion. You know.
Yeah.
So I would love to follow like his path, have a career, just in case this goes to shit, you know. And yeah, I would really love that, but it's far away, and at the moment I'm living present. I'm happy, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. Would you say that you would like or love to play at least one CDL event when you turn 18?
Obviously, that's like that's the dream to reach, you know. That's the dream that everyone think that Rank or Eric or and me and Rel think about every day.
Do you think that there's any possibility for? I know it's a long way away and it's a long think, but say when you turn 18 as well with Rail and they're already there, do you think there's ever an opportunity to go back as that team?
It's hard. It's gonna be hard because like it's sort of we're names very recognized in the AM scene, you know.
Hmm.
But that when Vikul is said in America, no one knows him. When
Yeah,
Rancor is mentioned in America, no one knows him. Like, and obviously when you ask Scraps who Vikul is, who Rancor is, who Eric is, no one knows him. No one knows them. So it's difficult, you know, because at the end you need a whole organization behind four players that are unknown, like 18. It's so difficult, you know. It's not like in the US. In the US, if you're a player like me or like Renko, you're known by the top players, and you might have the
Yeah,
chance, you know. But it's difficult. But like obviously, dreaming is free, so yeah, why not?
I like that saying. I haven't heard that one in ages. I like it. So obviously, if you are just tuning in, guys, we are up to 90 viewers. Hello to everybody. 16 5 LAN wins, multiple online league wins, and then obviously pushing forward now, under pushing. Um, I think the big thing for everybody, or I mean, the people that follow you, i.e., us, that you left Blacklaw and went to pushing. So how did that all come about?
Uh, well, I'm gonna be honest here. Like Black Claw, as soon it was after Game Police, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Game Police was in July. It was the Spanish Championship. Like, okay, there wasn't Heretics, there was no Movistar Riders, and there was no Giants. But it was sort of like this, like the teams that were playing in Spain. It was a tournament between them. We won it easily.
Yeah.
But like, I think we lost one map in like 17 games. I don't know, something like that. It was we like completely like outplayed everyone, and it was Buller, it was Thapi, it was Rancor, it was Rel, and it was me. It was a great team. It was a great team. And we came out Gamepolis like saying, okay, we're gonna stick together, try and find an org, cause like we weren't happy with Black Claw.
Mm-hmm.
Like at that moment we weren't happy with Black Claw. We sort of thought that we deserved something else, you know,
Yeah.
something better. So we came out looking, and suddenly we decided as a team to look for a team, and suddenly out of nowhere, Rancor texts us the group next day saying he's staying in Black Claw. He signed a contract with them, and
Oh.
he stays in Black Claw. Uh, so obviously we all left that team. We went to Sinisters. I don't know if you remember. And Rancor stayed alone, and he made a team with Torres, Katru, Maxed, and I don't know who else. And they won. I think they won Val and EEG,
Yeah.
the summer cups. And then we joined. We came back to Rancor. It was me and Eric, Val, and me. And Rancor was with Maxed already. So we made a team of five because there wasn't any other options, to be honest. Like what I'm gonna say. And obviously, as soon as we went into Blacklaw, it was Rancor, 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 and only Rancor. And to be honest, like we felt like so much hate by our CEO,
Mm-hmm.
and like our CEO couldn't care less about us. Like we even went to Malta. You saw us. Like we weren't wearing even t-shirts.
Yeah.
We went by ourselves, like 500 age, like by ourselves around Malta. Like she couldn't care about us, to be honest, and she only cared about the money, the profit, and you know. So yeah, we didn't like it. So pushing came about. And obviously Eric and Real were in pushing last year. They think it was a great org, so we just gave it a shot, you know, joined them, and that's where we are now.
So far, things are good with pushing everything
Um,
there.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not like I have no complaints, to be honest.
Well, you
You
can't
know,
do when you.
The CEO is a Real Madrid fan, so they can't be hated. He can't be hated. It's because I've always worked with Barca fans and I hate them, you know.
Is that what it comes down to make you join an org?
Huh?
That's what it comes down to make you join an org.
Yeah. Like not like I can't stand like Barcelona fans, but like no offense, but Real Madrid fans are just so much better.
So obviously moving forward out of Black Claw, where obviously we know you guys from the most success, now moving in to pushing gaming. Obviously you got the first chip for pushing in the EEG Online Season 1 Modern Warfare that just finished. Season 2 is now up, guys, by the way. If you want to go sign up to that one, just go onto the EEG Twitter. Now, moving forward, I'm guessing it's going to be Mortal 4.0 for pushing gaming and you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I've got the flights already. We've got the house booked as well. So yeah, we've got the
No,
team pass as
no,
well.
no games this time around.
No, no, no. Like I talked with the CEO. Listen. Uh, like I literally told them, listen, we're getting the flights now, because if you get them now, it's gonna be so much more cheaper than if you get
Yeah,
it in like 3 weeks.
100%.
Like it's so stupid. Like if you wanna
Mhm.
waste that money, just give it to me. Like you know what I mean? Like we have to stay like in pushing, because if we don't stay in pushing, we can't play the NGO. And obviously the NGO is the Spanish league, and
Yeah.
it has finals with a big prize pool. So obviously we want to. We have no choice. We can't leave. So yeah. So like I talked to him. I told him that, and yeah, like he just got the flights very quickly.
I respect that. Of course, Mortal 4.0, nothing but a W.
Sorry.
So Mortal 4.0, nothing but a W.
Yeah, nothing but a W. Like if it's not a W, it's gonna be like a fail for us. To be honest.
Would you? What about second? Would you be happy with a second or no?
Nah, second is the first loser. So no, like there's no chance.
Oh, I love the confidence. The last question I have for you though, Vikul.
Yeah.
When will you be announcing your full roster? Do you
Uh,
know?
as soon as Val comes up, like we'll have to play with him. So I suppose everyone will know. But I don't know if he's gonna get announced, because it's like contracts,
Yeah.
shit like that. So I don't know if he will get announced, because I think he forms part of another org, and that org doesn't want him to get
Oh,
announced or
okay.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
But like you'll see us play with him, so you'll know sooner or later. I think Val 2K's come about in like right now EEG season 2. Um so yeah, like at the end of the day we have to play with him. So and just go to my friends, look who we playing with in screams, and you'll know.
Okay, awesome. Is there anything final that you would like to say to the stream chat? Any plugs, any shout outs you want to give?
Obviously shout out to my team. I'm not being the best teammate now at the moment, to be honest, but I'll try and change that. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Shout out to
Oh,
my teammates. They make my life easier here, and yeah, that's all I have to say.
no, awesome, man. Well, guys, this will conclude the first episode for the EG brand new series, The Life of an Amateur podcast. Of course, if you guys don't follow Vikul already, you can see just underneath your screen his @ for the Twitter. Go and follow him up. You can, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find all his teammates there, and obviously his organisation as well. And you can keep up to date with what this guy continues to win and what else he will win further. Of course, from us, that's going to be it. Vikul, thank you for coming on and being the first guest for this brand new series.
Thanks to you for bringing me in. Thanks to Randu, and obviously thanks to Kuriosi for everything. And you have Corner's Twitter as well down there, so make sure
Thank
you
you,
drop a
man.
follow. And yeah, that's all, man.
The best admin works again.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to seeing you Malta if I do go. But
Hopefully,
nevertheless,
man.
I'll look forward to seeing you possibly win that event again if that's what ends up happening. But guys, like I said, that's going to be it for the first episode of The Life of an Amateur. Thank you to everybody that tuned in. I believe we'll be back next week with a brand new guest. And remember, if you did miss the intro, this isn't just Call of Duty players. This is The Life of an Amateur across the whole amateur scene. So the top end streamers, organization owners, casters, all the good stuff with all the gossip. So make sure to look out for the next episode. And if you haven't already, go and follow the EEG online Twitter, and you'll be able to see who we have next week for our guest. But from us today, that's going to be it. Thank you to everybody tuned in, and we'll see you later.
Bye.